Alrighty, a couple of years ago, I made the decision that one day I want to go to Thailand and train in a Muay Thai camp for 2 or 3 months. This day is now, and as you can see, the bitches in the background are flogging each other really, really hard. In this video, I'm going to show you what to expect,
How my typical day looks like, how much the whole adventure costs, and what you should watch out for in case you want to book a camp yourself, aka how you should prepare yourself. So, before I'll show you where we sleep and live, what we do in the group and private sessions, and how we spend our leisure time, you might ask yourself, who will be crazy enough to pay money to get their ass kicked 3 times a day? And the answer is rather simple. There are basically 3 types of people that book training camps in Thailand. The first ones are the fighters. It's the warrior type of person who trains to step into the ring and wants to personally grow by facing his fears. Some have only trained for a couple of months. Others have done it for years. But what unites them is that they decided at one point to put themselves in this extreme situation. By challenging a more experienced fighter in the ring, you will quickly find out who you really truly are. The second group is the fitness boys and girls. Some want to lose a couple of kilos really quickly, others want to get more shredded or more flexible. Of course, your boxing and kicking skills will also improve if you train twice a day for a month, much more than if you go to a gym twice a week back home. The third kind of people is like me. Of course I want to learn new skills and make progress, but I'm also here for the community of like-minded men, for the people who become your family for the next couple of weeks, and for the real brotherhood of men, where it doesn't matter where you come from or what your background is. As long as you're willing to work on yourself and be part of the gang, you will have the time of your life 100% guaranteed. So this is me. First thing in the morning, I get a cup of cereals, sit down in silence and enjoy the first rays of sunshine. I really like the slow mornings, and while everyone else is still sleeping, I have time for myself and cat number 1, which is usually either on my roof or already waiting outside. These mornings without a rush, without a fixed schedule, and especially without social media, are the real blessings of our time. Sometimes my silence gets disturbed by the arriving workers next door. But they are honest and friendly people, although they tend to hide their cigarettes from their wives in my bamboo hut. Once I'm done with the first cat, it's time to make Harry Potter happy. Harry is usually grumpy because, like the real Harry Potter, he lives under the stairs. But he kinda started to love me when I started to feed him with the steaks in the evening. At around 7:30, some of the more motivated boys and girls go for a quick run before the training. I, however, have to make sure that needy cat number 2 gets his daily massage as well. 2 minutes before 8, I usually have to free myself from his claws and make it just in time to the morning group class. At 8, we start the first group session of the day by warming up, which means either light running, some rope skipping, or jumping on a tire. To prevent injuries during the class, like a rolled ankle or strained hamstrings, you should really take the 15 minutes of warm-up seriously. Doing 5 minutes of extra stretching is a good opportunity to get more flexible, especially when it comes to hip mobility. And this is one of the biggest factors if you want to look like a pro in Muay Thai. And looking good is kind of what we're all here for in the end. After the warm-up is finished, we all stand in line, like little boys in a school class. The teachers then follow a little ritual where they bless Thailand and the king and praise the father of Muay Thai and the sport itself. Afterwards, we stretch a little bit more, and then it's time to learn some fancy combinations in front of the mirrors. Those combos are very useful for the sparring part later on, or for a good old bar fight, which is the main reason for all of us, if we're really honest. As you can see, all of the other teachers are walking in between us to make sure our technique is correct. The group class takes place twice a day, one from 8 till 10 and one from 4 till 6 in the afternoon. During these 2 hours, we usually rotate around 3 different stations.
The first one is the bag. On the bag, you have the chance to fine-tune your striking techniques, improve your strength, and you can work on your overall balance, which, trust me, is a big problem for everyone at the beginning. Or, as our teachers would always say, more balan, more timing, you learn basic Muay Thai. The second station is then for the more advanced students, the sparring with an opponent. The thing is, on the bag, I looked like a big dog really quickly, but only in the sparring I had the chance to put theory into practice, and I found out quickly which combos were completely useless. The problem was that the French kicking bag always punched back. The best thing about the sparring is that you rotate between opponents. So there is so much to learn because everyone has a different style and reacts differently to your attacks, or whatever weird move you define as an attack. What surprised me the most was that with up to 40 people per class, we didn't have a single ego fighter amongst us. Everyone was kind of playful, and if one of the partners was way more advanced, they would take their time to give the other guy some tips and help him to make progress instead of just beating the shit out of him. The third station is on the pads with the teacher. Here it really depends which teacher picks on you because they all are experts in different areas. Some might focus more on proper technique and form, while others will challenge your cardio by not letting you breathe for a single second. In this video, I was lucky and got one of the teachers who puts great emphasis on a proper style. So even though I have been training Muay Thai for about 2 months already, you can see him still correcting me with the little but important details. Here on one of my Bollywood style push kicks, he's like, swing arm, more balance. Or in the next video where I drop my arm in a very dangerous way, he's like, dumbass cunt, keep your fucking arms up, mate. Or at least that's how I received the feedback. The more advanced you get, the more special your treatment gets. So in this video you can see Yod, which I call the Humbler, how he reminds one of his students to be a little bit more attentive about his kicks. Oh, stretching! Oh, stretching too! So, one of the most asked questions is where do we sleep and how do we live? Before I show you my state-of-the-art bamboo hut, let me show you where the poor people sleep. The dorms. Jetzt gehen wir da rein. Da schlafen die Polen wie auf der Baustelle. Und da sehen wir auch schon den ersten Polen. Also hier gibt es Platz für 1, 2. At the moment, it has like 5 beds, but during high season, this could easily double or triple. Yeah.
How hot is it here?
It's too funny.
Sweating.
It's like, it looks like the Polish people on the construction site, and we got one here, right here.
Yeah.
Somebody cup. They brought one in here just for the YouTube channel. It's perfect. Yep, not too bad. And here we get for the little movie night. While the dorm is actually pretty comfortable to sleep in because it has good mattresses and an AC, there are way worse options available as well. One is the emergency sleepover in the ring when everything else is occupied. The other one, you won't believe until you've seen it, so you better see for yourself. And now I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't have any space in the dorm. This is where you're gonna end up sleeping. Sawadee Krab! Wie so eine Kirchenmaus. Geil. Yeah. And nothing to lose. I love it. Oh, and you got 2 fans. Nice. So, although this guy looks like the hitman from the Balkans that we usually run from, he is, believe it or not, a very, very cool guy to hang out with. The good thing is, with his killer stare, he keeps bad people away from a bamboo hut. So, this is where a high-class fancy bling-bling Muay Thai fighter lives. 3 square meters, a fan, a mattress on the floor, and a mosquito net. Honestly, the best, most original, and most area accommodation, and 100% better for your health than an air-conditioned hotel room.
The bamboo huts also act as a social center of the camp, since there's always someone up for a quick chat about God and the world. But not only humans like the energy of the huts. Even the dogs love to hang out with us and even sleep under them at night.
There is the ball. I can't make this shit up.
In between the trainings, most guys would at some point hang out at the common area. This is a great place to play some cards, chat some shit, or to smoke a pot, which is perfectly legal in Thailand. To be honest, most of the funny stuff is happening around here.
Let's go. This is brain fuel when you're playing chess.
Is it? No way, he did it. Are you gonna do the same?
A very important ritual is to grab a coffee at 7-Eleven before you do anything new. For example, hiking on one of the many viewpoints in Koh Phangan. So, if you really want to get good at Muay Thai, or even step into the ring and fight guys from other gyms, there is no way around a private session. They usually cost 800 baht per hour, which is roughly $20-something, and are worth every penny, because the attention that you will get is unmatched. While the group session is very good for cardio and the sparring experience, the private session sharpens your strengths and gets rid of your weaknesses, which can lead to an early knockout in a fight. Once again, different coaches have different styles, different ways of teaching, so you have to try maybe more than one to find the one you are the most compatible with. During the private sessions, they will often show you the secret hacks and their finisher move, so make sure you pay good attention to what they show you.
Yes.
I personally recommend to film your sessions so that you can have a look at the footage later and see which skills you should practice more. From my own experience, I suggest that you do a private session every second day. More doesn't necessarily lead to more progress, because the information that you receive in that 1 hour is a lot, especially if you're a beginner. Most people are better off to step in front of a mirror on the days off and practice what they have learned in the previous sessions. That keeps you from overtraining and gives your body the chance to rewire the neurons so that your muscle memory can slowly build up. By the end of the private class, my teacher didn't only show me how to sweep opponents off their feet, but he even gave me a special stretching treatment. It was not the most comfortable thing I've ever received, but I have to admit, it really worked and is essential if you want to kick properly. I nearly burst out in laughter when he pulled me and said, "No scared, no scared." But somehow the smile disappeared really quickly. I wonder why. If you put a bunch of testosterone-fueled guys on a paradise island and give them overpowered scooters, guess what we end up doing? You're damn right, we race them on the fucking pier. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! To normal people, this might look like the gayest candlelight dinner of Koh Phangan, but it was actually one of my favorite dinners of the whole time. The place is called the 420 Bar. Of course, the name gives away what is usually going on here. But despite the bunch of potheads and Israelis that hang out here on a regular basis, this is one of the best spots to watch the sunsets while enjoying the island vibes to the full. Oh, and if you ask yourself what the green spots in the background are, those are actually fishing boats who use the green lights to attract plankton, who then attract squidfish. The phenomena can even be seen from outer space.
Wow.
More aggression, more timing, training the new fighting force, like Charlie.
Oh, Cap.
That's the guy that was here today.
While most days we would go out to the night market and eat there, just out of pure convenience, some days we would buy grass-fed beef from Australia and cook it ourselves. To be honest, there are only few things that are more satisfying for a man than sitting in front of a bamboo hut with your friends, eating premium beef, and having deep conversations about the meaning of life. And of course, about how strong our low kicks got.
How are you feeling, my professional fighter?
Good, bro.
Fucking nice, looking good, man.
Yeah, good, bro.
You got
Good
the...
sensation.
Oh wait, before you turn famous, I want to have the video with you. You know. Fuck
Tonight,
yeah!
the win.
Tonight. Bring home the win. Bam! Bam! Fucking nice,
That's my
man.
bro. That's my bro.
On the fight night, the stadium was packed with a lot of people. 7 out of the 16 fighters were from our gym, and we all proudly supported the boys and our only girl, Fern. Everyone could feel the tension in the air, and in my humble opinion, it takes a courageous heart to step into that ring with more than 200 people watching every single of your moves. The night started as usual with an introduction of all the warriors and a standoff in the ring, where the gladiators would present themselves to the blood-hungry crowd. What you can see here is a typical ritual where both fighters seal the ring before the fight, followed by a mesmerizing traditional dance which is known as the Vai Crew, which pays respect to the teachers and is different from gym to gym. As you will see in a couple of moments after the first knockout of the night, Respect is deeply rooted in Thai culture in general and in Muay Thai in particular. Despite the brutal kicks and elbows that are often used and tend to cut people's face open, the fighters truly embrace what it means to be a real warrior and have nothing to do with some of the raging European and American MMA bullies. This money-waving guy that you can see here is a gambler. They walk around before every single fight and bet on one of the fighters. If you think the other guy will win, you can counter-bet them with the same amount of money, usually 100 baht, which is around $2.50. All you have to do is raise your hand, crumple up your money and throw it at them. 50-50 that you get your money back, but it is a lot of fun and makes the whole event even more exciting. The guy in the white shorts is one of our boys. His name is Storm, which I think is the coolest fighter name of all times. This was his second fight within 2 weeks, and you could see that he got way more comfortable on stage than a lot of the other boys who stepped into the ring for the very first time. And man, he knocked the guy out, but within the first round. What a legend. And what you can see now is what I mentioned earlier. He walks over to the poor cunt he just flogged and makes sure he didn't kill the guy. Although it looks like he's apologizing for his fists of steel, he pays respect to his opponent, which I think is such a beautiful gesture. Of course, we all love to win, but in the end, it doesn't really matter if you win or lose. By stepping into that ring, you have shown the world enough that you are able to overcome your fears.
Yeah, for your family.
Dylan, boy! Dylan, boy! What did I tell you, lads? Fuck no. Would have been better, honestly, but fucking poor. Yes, Jesus.
The last fight of the day was fought by Julius. Julius, to me, was kind of a quiet underdog, and I thought he was at best average. Man, he proved me wrong. He was cool, calm and collected, and his kicks and knees were next level. This turned out to be the best fight night in the end, and with 6 of our fighters being winners, it was kind of obvious what we would do next.
It's the professionals. It's the fucking professionals, bro.
Although the plan was to get completely wasted, the trainings, the excitement, and the 2-hour fight night left everyone pretty tired and exhausted. We decided to skip the sexy ladyboys next door and took over the bar of a nearby hostel instead. Since this was my very last night on the island itself, I was extremely happy to see so many faces of the Chinnarach family one last time. I feel truly grateful to call these great guys my brothers. So, what are my recommendations for a fight camp? First thing, don't rock up unprepared. The more fitness and the more cardio you bring with you, the more you can take out of this experience. The biggest problem, if you're completely unprepared, is that after your first Muay Thai session, you will not be able to train for about a week. If you're already able to run fast for about half an hour and combine that with 10 or 15 minutes of stretching, and that roughly 3 times a week, you should be good to go. If you're already more advanced back home, you can easily do the 2 times training per day and get your skills to the next level. A second thing to watch out for are skin infections. Since there is a lot of humidity in Thailand, people are sweating a lot, and the gear is shared with many people, Staph infections are a common thing, and if not treated properly with antibiotics and some days of rest, they can literally lead to deep holes in your skin. A good way to prevent it is to use your own gear and use the fucking shower. So, how much did the whole adventure cost? Well, if the bamboo hut is available, we're looking into roughly $200 a month. Same with a training with one group class per day. And then you want to have some extra money for the private sessions. But honestly, it's not really about the money. It's about the experience. The experience to live on a paradise island. It's about the awesome people that you meet, each and every one with their own story. There's so much to learn, so much to share, and so many adventures to experience together. I can only encourage every single man who is fascinated by martial arts to buy that ticket and take on that challenge. This will be the time where you make memories for life. Don't rush it. Take your time. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the paradise. And live in the present moment, which is the only one we ever have. And as a wise man once said, it's not about the destination, it's only a bit about the journey, but it is everything about the company. And the people that you're training together with for 1, 2, or even 3 months will become your family. So thank you, Thailand. Thank you, Chinnarach Muay Thai. And thank you, boys, for the good memories. More balance, more timing. You have learned basic Muay Thai.
Life,
Yeah.
Life could be a lot worse.
Yeah, life could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse.
And with these wise words of my friend, I'm gonna end this video being grateful for this whole experience.